Okay, this one is about making dark cinematic trailer impacts or trailer hits out of a single sample using a long plug-in chain, no layering. Let me show you what it sounds like. These are the original two little samples. And just using those very samples, you end up with the end result, something like this. And again, the original sample. And just as a reference, I took out a couple trailer hits from the Boom libraries to show you. These are like some of the stuff you can buy with Boom. I love that one. So those two are Boom. And then these are the ones you make for the little sample. And again, these are the Boom ones. These are mine. So you can get some pretty good stuff out of just one sample and a chain of plugins. So let's get to it. This is the sample right here. Nope. Just very indistinct click. It's called click. And then you start with an Rbass, and none of this you have to do. Actually, this is an old chain, and I would recommend doing something cleaner. I could probably clean this up, but we're just gonna go through it. It's kind of crazy, and you can do whatever you want, whatever bass booster and compressors and limiters. None of this really matters. All you need to do is just kind of make the sound beefy. So let's start with the Rbass. Then some EQ adding a low end. Compress that. More Rbass. Start crunching it, compressing. Keep the transient in. Limit it so it's not distorting too much. Rbass. It's okay to get some distortion. If you want less, we'll just don't push it as hard and we can clean it up later. It might end up being a little dirty. You can always clean it up, back off, whatever. A lot of Rbass, compression, limiting. Transient masters to keep any transient shaper. To just keep that transient alive. Rbass. Transient again. Getting rid of some of those clicky top end. And then we get to the Blackhole, which is and after the Blackhole, I'm adding a little bit more bass and more transient, and then a limiter at the end, which, yeah, like that's not a huge deal. You can, but the Blackhole to me like adds a lot. Like when we go from here to now, it's starting getting like a trailer. We can pitch it down or up. We can also put the cursor behind and it sounds different if you come at it. So you can start getting some really cool stuff, but the cool thing about Blackhole, if we back up all the size all the way down, the mix is fine. We can back the resonance. Oh yeah, the resonance down. Push up the feedback. So without the Blackhole, we're here, right? We had the Blackhole. You get this cool kind of very cool little low end. So it starts shaping the sound into this really beefy. Let's bring it up a little. And then you start opening up the size. Start getting these weird harmonics. Again, that's with no size. This is another sample I had. A tiny little glass clink. We're getting close to that original I was showing earlier of mine. And it really is just about now manipulating the knobs. I like adding a little replica, just a little double hit. Maybe another Valhalla. Bring in the size. Ooh. Pitching it down. Again, the boom. At this point, I basically can just start recording. I don't have my bird sampler right now, but I would just start recording a bunch of I can adjust my Valhalla. I can I have this Rbass basically doing a sidechain to itself, so it reacts to its own input. You can see it here go up. A little dirty. I would tweak this to not be so like woofy and like dirty in the low end. And then put in the cursor in different places. Pitching it up or down. Elongating it versus not. Well, that's kind of dirty. I don't like that. But yeah, at this point, you just play until you get what you want, and then try different samples. And again, the original samples. And that's it.